a badger digging. You know, badger is, or a rough animal. They dig a lot. They always tearing stuff up. So what do you think? Is this a real badger or is this producer Denny's digging? Okay.
Definitely Denny's.
You're definitely Denny's. Okay, with confidence.
Yay!
That sounds like a prowler we had in Lake Park. I'm not even kidding you.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, hello and welcome to Wednesday. Man, it is cold outside. It's crazy. Dang. Iguanas dropping from the heavens, right and left. Look out. They don't make an umbrella that's sturdy enough when you get hit by a falling iguana coming out of the trees.
That's going to definitely be unexpected and horrifying.
Is that a viable excuse for not showing up to work or at least running late today?
Yes, it is. And they are very horrifying. Something about iguanas make me feel very uneasy.
Okay, so there you go. That's your excuse du jour. Should you be running late? Be going, craziest thing. I was walking out of my place. I got hit by a falling iguana.
I mean, in our job, that's a great excuse, something to talk about. We're happy to hear that story.
It is right now 39 degrees outside.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably the wrong day to wear shorts.
You wore shorts?
Yeah.
Me and Suits were just laughing about that. We're like, Jay Bird's going to have shorts on. And Suits goes, yeah, you're probably right.
Well, I was going to wear jeans, and I just, these jeans, these particular jeans give me the worst wedgie. I'm like, I can't go through a wedgie all day. So I went.
So you're going to be freezing.
Well, it's warm in here today, so.
You need to, today is the day you wear one of those fun onesies you have.
It's a laundry month.
A funzie.
A funzie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is only going to get up to about 69 today, and I see a 50% chance of rain. Can you imagine we had cold rain?
Cold and wet. No thanks.
That'd be tough. Tomorrow it starts to warm back up again, up to mid-70s, and then we're going to be close to 80 by Friday.
Okay, but for today, all iguana events have been canceled, probably.
They're not going to be moving much. They got a great excuse. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could use that excuse that I just can't move when it gets below 50 degrees?
I saw a girl post that yesterday on her Facebook. She's like, what? It's going to be in the 50s? I'm not walking the dog. I'm not going to work. I'm not leaving my house.
Yeah.
It is rough. Little things like getting the mail, walking your dog, you do got to bundle up a bit.
If you're from Florida, this is ridiculous.
So you know it is a little cold out there, and it is going to be for most of the day today. So dress accordingly, especially if you're an iguana.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, Ozzy Osbourne has come forward to announce something medical that's pretty serious that he's dealing with. Coming up in a second, I'll tell you what Ozzy Osbourne is going through. Before we get into that, you want to play a little game? It's called Dolph Lundgren.
What?
Creepy or not? You know Dolph Lundgren, the actor?
I'm sorry, I was distracted by your shirt.
It's a sweater.
Sorry. Yes, I know who that is.
So he's 62, and he's got two daughters. One of them is 18, one of them is 23. He's dating a 24-year-old chick. Creepy or not?
It's awkward for your daughter. Your daughter's going to hate it.
Your daughter's 1 year younger than your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of them together. It seriously looks like a busty young girl and her grandpa.
Okay, so how old is he again?
62.
What's the lowest he can go to where it's not considered creepy? The youngest, I mean.
He's got to date a girl in her 30s.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If she's in her 20s, we are all going to look at you and go, ugh, Dolph.
It's a half your age ratio?
For him, yes. Look at a picture of him. He really looks like somebody's grandpa.
Or maybe that carries on later in life, because if he were 80, I might say 40.
Well, I mean, you said mid-60s. I mean, he is that's a grandpa age.
Totally. It looks like your boy Antonio Brown is in trouble again. Cops are looking for him. They actually came to his house to question him, but he wouldn't come out of the house. How does that work? If police show up to question you about a crime, can you say, I'm not coming out?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they have to get a warrant.
Okay, well, apparently the story goes he and his trainer battered a driver of a moving truck outside of his home. And the police have the trainer in custody, and they've charged him with 1 count of felony burglary and battery. But they have so far not been able to make contact with Antonio. Maybe they're trying to get the warrant right now. The police are expected to give an update sometime today.
The only reason why I say warrant, it's because that's what they do in the Netflix shows I watch. I have no idea.
You sounded like you knew.
They need a warrant.
You sounded like maybe a man who has dealt with warrants before. I don't know. And finally here, what's going on with Ozzy? He has come forward to announce that he is battling Parkinson's, PRKN2. There's different types of Parkinson's, so I guess, according to Sharon, this one is not a death sentence, but it affects nerves in the body, and a lot of times it's like a good day and then a bad day, or a good day and then a really bad day. You know, Ozzy is 71, and it's no secret that he's definitely used his body like an amusement park. He canceled his tour last year after getting the diagnosis, and that's when the rumors had started that he was dying, but they say he's not dying, he's on nerve pills, and hopefully will be able to battle through this Parkinson's.
I mean, nobody really knows the long-term damage snorting ants can do.
If that's the only thing he snorted, I think he would be a lot better off, but I know it's not. And that is what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Little Smiles Stars Ball. We are so excited. It is just literally weeks, days away. It's coming up February 1st at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. We would love for you to join us. It's a gala where we celebrate local kids right here in local hospitals all throughout South Florida. They get to walk the red carpet, and for one night, they're not sick. They are celebrated, and it's a whole night about them. It's dinner and dancing and open bar. Y'all.
Okay.
So get your tickets now. You can connect to Everything Little Smiles at kvjshow.com. It's time for viral audio.
So how's your kids? How's your wife?
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So, yes, it is cold out there, 39 degrees right now in South Florida. Like I've already given you the warning. Watch out for those iguanas falling out of trees, off power lines, whatever it might be. So why exactly does this happen? Luckily, we have a true expert here to explain the phenomenon behind falling iguanas.
It's almost like they go totally to sleep. Generally speaking, if it warms up quickly afterwards, they can recover. But smaller animals sometimes will not recover. I knew of a gentleman who was collecting them all over the street and just throwing them in the back of his station wagon. And all of a sudden, as he's driving down US 1, these things are coming along and crawling on his back and almost caused a wreck.
Okay, so...
Well, that guy's an idiot.
Wow. So if you're out collecting iguanas this morning, don't. They will wake up when they get warmer. And that is your public service announcement for the day.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
Have you guys ever had your palms read?
Yes.
Okay, how did it go for you?
It went okay. I mean, they were like, oh, your love line is this, and your stress line is this, and this is your career line, and I don't know. I mean, I thought it was interesting, but I don't put a lot of credence in it.
I remember I got a fantastic palm reading from the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She was on the side of Clematis, and I had just gotten the pizza, and she's like, let me read your... She had this beautiful accent. It was almost like a dream. And she read me
amazing.
The most accurate reading, and I walked away going, oh, she was amazing. But then I was thinking, did I think it was amazing because I was just enamored with her?
Yeah, you should have got them digits.
I was just spun.
That sounds really amazing, though. A hot chick reading your palm.
Oh my God! Oh,
And then telling you how wonderful you
Oh,
are.
talking in a soft voice.
she wasn't saying how wonderful I was, but she had this beautiful accent. It was so soothing, and she had
Total disaster.
warnings for me.
See that your life is
She had
falling
warnings?
apart.
She did. She had all kinds of stuff to look out for. But then I'm thinking, all right, is that just random everything kind of everyday kind of things you say to somebody? She's like, watch your finances and don't trust everyone you meet. I'm like, well,
Look both ways before you cross the street. Like the basics.
grandma eventually going to die. Like, okay, I know all this. I know all that. You're just really hot. But I got this message from somebody. We're going to be talking about it on the Weird and Whatever podcast tonight. They had gone to a palm reader, and the palm reader told them, because they were going through relationship issues, the palm reader said, you know what? You need to marry this person. I'm telling you, this is the right person. You need to stay with this one. This is the one, all this stuff. So they based their whole philosophy on the relationship based on that palm reading. So they get married, and she ends up cheating on him with another guy, and then they get divorced. So the palm reading wasn't really the right move. But I want to hear everyone's palm reading stories on the Weird Whatever tonight. I want to see if you guys had ever done it.
Yeah, I did it. I did it in the French Quarter.
Oh, that seems like such a place for it to go
Who
down.
was more drunk, the palm reader or me? It was a toss-up.
Or me when I was with that mystical, beautiful woman.
You were love drunk.
I was.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I just got to give a shout out to the crew over at Provident Jewelry. I went over there yesterday, and they always give us a necklace for Stars Ball. But this year, they gave us 2 necklaces for Stars Ball to have and raffle off. And I'm just so grateful. I actually brought them some of those Girl Scout cookies that we had. And wow, Girl Scout cookies make people happy. The gift of Girl Scout cookies works. So thank you so much, Girl Scouts, for hooking us up. And thank you to Provident Jewelry for always supporting Little Smiles.
Oh, yeah. I got to give a shout out to the Girl Scouts, too. One of their troop leaders came by, and we did that face chucking thing the other day, Kev.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
where we threw cookies off your face, and you were able to correctly identify 4 out of 5 cookies that you got chucked in the face with.
Look at this on KVJ.
Blindfolded.
On KVJ TV, they made me a certificate. It's official. I'm part of the Girl Scout community.
It's the Girl
Wow.
Scouts of Southeast Florida. So
What an honor.
I believe that starts tomorrow. The official cookie campaign starts tomorrow, and you can buy them from a Girl Scout near you. If you don't know a Girl Scout, I know they set up in front of Publix a lot by me, so go and support the Girl Scouts. They do wonderful things.
Were the cookies around when Fat Kevin was alive?
Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like them?
I don't remember it being such a rush in my town
Okay.
as it was. Yeah, we had 4-H. That was our big thing.
4-H?
Yeah, 4-H.
What is that?
I think it's more farm people stuff.
Agricultural
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, we were farmers in my part.
A lot of John Deere.
We had a lot
of John Deere.
A lot of that kind of stuff was going on. Yeah, that was kind of our thing. What I got on my mind here today, kind of crazy. It looks like you got people hopping off of airplanes from Asia with those face masks on again. Whenever I see them, I'm like going, oh, great. What is it? We got SARS back again? What's happening? It's a new thing that is a potentially deadly coronavirus, they say.
Coronavirus. So it's a beer virus.
And that's terrible because I love Corona and I'm totally going to fall for this. I'm going to forget about it. I'll be going, yes, of course I'd love a Corona. And next thing you know, I'm going to have some deadly disease. Yeah, they say that it has come now to the U.S. They've got their first case in Washington State. Person who came from China has got the virus, and they say he's not doing well. The coronavirus, they say, which can be spread from person to person, has already killed 6 people in China, has sickened about 300. So, I always wonder, because it looks so goofy when people wear those germ masks everywhere. And I guess it makes sense, but I think ever since Michael Jackson did it, I can't get it out of my face at how goofy you look. And that would be my whole thing, because I can't stand to look goofy, but I can't stand getting sick. So I don't know what it would take before I started wearing one of those masks.
It's an alarming look.
Yeah. When would you break down and finally wear one? Because I have been sick and I've had to go places. I didn't put one on, and I probably was rude for not doing so. But I just don't know that I right there, I'm like going, okay, I'll just try not to breathe on anybody. I don't feel like I need to put that on.
Most of the people that I know that wear them have compromised immune issues, and they wear them to protect themselves.
Okay, it's about them.
From the funk. So, but I also think, if you know you're sick and you wear one, I think it's a wonderful thing for you to do for others.
Yeah, seems to be nice, but...
Because you know what's happening? The healthcare workers are getting sick, so people are popping up with the coronavirus, and the people that treat them are catching it, and that's why it's so scary, because it's spreading quickly from person to person.
Geez, so is this going to be the next bird or swine flu or whatever else that everybody's going to be freaking out about?
Well, the World Health Organization is meeting today on it, and they're going to decide whether or not they announce it as a global health emergency or not. So
okay, but like bird flu, that just went away. So you mean to tell me someone had bird flu, people are dying from it, and then it just is gone? And we had all of those scares. Oprah was interviewing bird flu guy. He was freaking out.
I think they got it under control. Just like anything, people die in the beginning and then they figure it out.
Huh.
So you just hope you're not one of the first ones to get it.
Okay, so
it's lights out, baby.
We tackled bird flu. That cannot get us anymore.
I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I haven't heard anything about the bird flu. It's all about the coronavirus now. That's the hotness.
I hear you.
Yeah, it is. Everything's coronavirus.
I mean, it was swine a while ago.
So cancel that trip I had to the Great Wall then?
Do cancel your trip.
Okay.
Because you would probably catch it.
Oh, no doubt I would. Yeah, when you say compromised immune system, I'm like, I don't know if I'm there yet. I know Suits is, but I might be close. So I don't know. I was just talking to a dance mom on Sunday, and she
pretty crazy.
was talking about, that she just got back from a competition, and two moms got into a physical altercation.
Dang. Did she film it?
No, I don't think she did. I don't think she had a chance to, but a lot of people are. Those videos are going viral. We had the one yesterday of the dad that tackled the other wrestler that put an illegal move on his son. They just get up off the mat, and this dad runs across the mat and full out tackles this kid. This is like a teenager.
I mean, you have lost your mind.
You've lost your mind.
You're inserting yourself into the wrestling match? You are a dope.
I will say the softball community is pretty insane too, because I was with old Kevin Ralston for that ride for a while.
Yeah.
And
Coach
Kev.
Kev.
They're intense too, man.
All of them are intense. And you probably can rank them. I think baseball probably is a little bit more just because the end game is money.
So much money.
And with softball, it's not, you can go professional, but you're not making a ton of money, and you can get scholarships for your daughter to go to college, but it's not the same as baseball.
And you can even not be that good at baseball as a professional and make millions of dollars. So you don't have to be that good.
Mm-hmm. We asked the question on the KVJ Show Facebook page, what is the craziest thing you've seen a parent do during a kid's sporting event? Shire, she said, I saw a parent fist fight a coach. That's standard. Brandon said, I had a parent jump on the hockey rink and chase the other ref around for throwing his kid out for too many penalties. The cops had to come and take the dad away.
Dang.
My favorite was these two dads got into it. I mean, these kids were 9 years old. The one dad had a fully loaded hot dog and threw it right at the guy and hit him right in the neck.
If you throw a hot dog at me, I'm kind of happy because I'm going to eat it.
Oh, the emotions were strong. Because he just got this hot dog and it looked delicious. And I'm not even a hot dog guy.
Was there chili and cheese on it?
No, but there was just like relish and sauerkraut. It was a juicy
It's a weapon at that point.
Yeah, it is. A weapon of deliciousness.
Greg said, when I played football, a kid on my team's father stormed the field and threw his son down. So my coach picked up the dad and slammed the dad right on the ground and then went right back to coaching like nothing had happened.
And that was football?
Yeah, that was football.
Oh, my gosh.
The other coach body slammed the dad.
The dad threw his own kid on the ground?
Threw his own kid on the ground. The coach comes up to defend this guy's own son, picks up the dad and body slams him and is like going, okay, You want to mess with size? I got you.
Right.
What a weird night for that kid when he goes home.
But good for the coach. That was the proper thing to do, I believe.
I do too, honestly.
Give the
I
dad
do.
a taste of his
Yeah.
own medicine. You want to pick on somebody? Okay,
Right.
come pick on somebody your own size, you jerk off.
In football, there's varying sizes.
Sure.
You need to know who you are and what's going on. If you're going to act out of line, yes. To me, that totally fits in football.
Amen.
There was a guy I used to give lessons to, this one kid who's about 14 or 15, and the dad would sit and watch the entire lesson and just scream at his kid. And if the kid didn't do well, he would stop the lesson, make the kid run around. They had this pond at their house, and I'm just like, this is very uncomfortable. I don't like this.
Of my coaching, the one thing that I did learn is it's got to be fun for the kid first and foremost. Keep in mind that is less than 1% actually do something at a professional level with their sport. Keep it fun for your kids so they can learn discipline. That's it. And if they have that rare bug, it's a mix of genetic talent and desire. But if you kill their desire, you've already killed half their chance. You got to keep it fun, and they've got to want to do it. You know, that's just the way it is. If the kid doesn't want to be the professional, the kid's not going to be a professional.
Yeah, and you got to check yourself. It's not about you. Let the kid lead the way down the path of whatever makes them happy.
I mean, probably the craziest stories is I was a 12-year-old umpire, so I'm running the game for these little kids, and you've got these two adult men. I mean, these guys are just muscle heads, and I blew a call, and the guy got in my face and was almost in tears, like yelling, but almost crying. Like, please don't do this to me. I'm like, oh my God.
What the hell? Get it
I'm
together.
like, dude, I'm 12.
You're a grown-ass man yelling at a 12-year-old. You've got a problem.
I mean, what's it all for? This game means nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. It wasn't even a championship game.
We asked her, what is the craziest thing you've seen a parent do during a kid's sporting event? Natasha said, hair was ripped out, grandma threw a chancla, and then her hip went out, and then a whole lot of sirens.
Oh,
Cops
my
and paramedics had to
gosh.
show up to deal with grandma.
Grandma got froggy and forgot that she was old. Damn, Grandma. You do. You have to realize your limitations. And if you're past your fighting years, don't throw fisticuffs.
Emotions get to you.
I know.
Like the hot dog guy.
And you're right. It's not even just sports. Mary said, my son was in a Cub Scout pack in Palm Beach Gardens where two dads got into a fist fight over a Pinewood Derby. That's the wooden car racing building contest. They're fighting over derby cars in Cub Scouts.
There's something else going on there.
Definitely.
They either don't like their wife
They
or...
didn't like each other before the Derby race.
But
Yeah.
there's other demons playing. To get that mad about it.
Yep. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is going on here, Super Bowl related. I was looking today. We're going to be putting out an e-blast. If you subscribe to it, you'll get everything that's going to be happening Super Bowl related. There's so much stuff you can't even keep up with it. It's insane. Like I checked last night, was looking around. So many more concerts. I don't know how DJ Khaled and DaBaby are getting around. They must have.
You put the baby in a stroller and DJ Khaled just runs. Look like me at the airport.
Each of them have like 10 different gigs they're doing. Between concerts, playing nightclubs, you've got celebrity basketball games, celebrity flag football games. They're like at everything.
I love the fact that you're putting all of this info in an email, though, and including what the events cost to go to. Because, of course, we'd love to go to everything, but there are budgetary restraints.
Ticket prices on these things, some of them are absolutely ridiculous. You know, I was telling you about the one because I know that you're such a fan of Post Malone.
I am.
Cheapest ticket's $500 for that one.
Not that big of a fan.
And parking's $125. So one person to go and park, if you're not going to Uber, is $625.
Gosh, parking's $125.
$125.
That is just criminal.
I just figure out a way to walk.
Yeah.
Or I figure out a way to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, why don't you like Uber and then get dropped off like a mile from the venue?
That'd be the best thing.
I would never pay $125 to park my car. It'll be a cold day in hell.
Have you ever Ubered or taken a Lyft from a concert? Right when it is a nightmare. I had to do it from the Dixie Chicks concert with Ann. It did not go well.
Oh, I did it from the Saints game in New Orleans from the Superdome when they lost and I was crying.
Do you think every car
and drunk?
Do you think every car's yours?
Fun.
Oh, it was awful.
It was awful.
It was literally the worst experience. What you do, and you know, if had I not been so drunk, I probably would have remembered this.
Yeah.
You leave the venue and you walk like 10 blocks from wherever you were, and that's where you call a car. You don't
Okay.
try to do
Yeah.
it like my dumb ass did right next to the Superdome.
So you don't get the rates. Yeah. You know, and for everybody else, even if you have zero interest in the Super Bowl, it is going to affect you. We just got a new boss here at the radio station, and she just drove down from Tampa, and she's looking for a place to stay, and she's like, oh, what a terrible time to
Because everything is sold out in
Yeah.
Miami. Like all the hotel
Right.
rooms are booked. People are starting to come north, she said, and
Yeah.
booking all the West Palm hotel rooms. And she arrived yesterday and she's like, oh, crap, I'm kind of homeless.
Yeah, well, because it makes sense. I mean, yeah, with the Bright Line or something like that, you could just hop on a train and get down there, and then you're like, you could save yourself a ton of money. They were saying the rates for Airbnb is going through the roof for the Super Bowl. They say an Airbnb rental in Miami right now, which is normally rented for $61 a night. $61 a night. How much do you think the markup is? If a $61 room, what do you think you would pay right now for that $61 room if you went on Airbnb?
And let me tell you, a $61 room ain't that nice.
Yeah, so you're not getting a nice room. You're getting a $61 a night room. How much is that going for now on Airbnb, Virginia?
Show me $230.
$230, Jaybird.
I'm gonna go 480.
$480, that's a good guess. $3,691.
What the actual hell?
Yes, they found a normally priced $61 room for $3,691.
Is that the norm or is that just the headline?
That's what they normally rent it for.
I know, but is it that much? Is that much of an increase across the board, what people are paying? Or is that just the shocking, oh my gosh?
That is one that stood out, but they did look at, for instance, like a typical 3-night stay at another apartment would normally cost a total of $190.
3 nights, 190. Again, that's not a very nice place.
But the same length of stay during the Super Bowl is costing more than $10,000.
Jeez.
So that is the markup. That's the general markup you're looking at on Airbnb. They say some hosts are increasing prices by as much as $8,250 a night.
Are you allowed to do that legally?
I guess you are.
Is that gouging? Super
well,
Bowl gouging?
I think your gouging comes into play when you have a natural disaster because they don't want people to profit off of someone else's misery.
The Super Bowl is not a natural disaster. It's a choice.
Right. As far as I know, no one's going to die if they don't go to the Super Bowl and don't have a nice place to stay.
I don't know. Some Chiefs fans may argue with you.
Right.
Okay, so there's no Super Bowl gouging possible.
This is capitalism at this point.
Did you see where now you can finance your Super Bowl ticket? So in case you want to go and
yeah.
you don't have the scratch, because who's really got $5,000?
Yeah.
Your average Chiefs fan does not have $5,000 just sitting around waiting for
Right.
the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. Now you can finance it and go, and they'll help you. But probably pay about a 25% interest rate.
So you got to pay it off like a car loan.
You'll pay it off like a credit card or a car loan. Exactly.
Gosh. Some of the other concerts that have been announced here recently to let you know about. A week from tonight, the Chainsmokers are going to be playing at the Fillmore Miami Beach. They've got several shows going on.
That'll be fun.
You've got Lizzo next Thursday night at the Fillmore,
Next
Virginia.
Thursday night. Oh, wow. That is literally the 30th?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be fun. That's the same night as Clematis by Night.
It is. We're going to be interviewing Smash Mouth in Palm Beach that night, so we won't be able to make that. But I will let you know, if you get our e-blast, it's a free show, and you can find out how if you get our e-blast.
What?
The information is on there. Yes.
Free show.
A free concert, and so is the Chainsmokers. Both are free.
Wow.
Details on our e-blast today. If you want to sign up for that, go to kvjshow.com. It's in the upper right-hand corner. I saw a whole bunch of concerts. All the Miami talent, like I said, DJ Khaled and his wife just had a baby. So
he don't care.
He does not care. He's got
not
a brand
with
new
his
son.
baby. He's with da baby.
Da baby. He's out with another baby.
Wrong baby.
Da baby. He's doing a lot of shows. Rick Ross is doing a lot of shows. Diddy has got some stuff that's just been announced. Lil Wayne, you can imagine, is doing stuff. Lil Jon has a ton of shows that is going to be going on.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all kind of stuff you can check out. Marshmello has got several shows. Jaybird's excited to find out the Black Eyed Peas are going to be playing at the Fontainebleau on the day before the Super Bowl.
I
leprechauns.
I definitely know what I'm not doing.
Yes. You've also got Paris Hilton is going to be at the Rolling Stone Live party at the SLS South Beach and Hyde Beach.
Oh, my God. Is she spinning?
I got to tell you, you're not really selling any of this for me.
How about Adriana Lima? She's going to be at the Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Splash Pool Party at the Cleveland or South Beach the day before the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Maybe a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit
very
better.
appropriate that she's at the sugar party.
Yes. 50 Cent has got some shows that been announced. And the one that I thought was cool as well, now dealing with traffic, I don't know, but Darius Rucker is going to be doing a free show before the Super Bowl at Hard Rock Stadium. Have you ever seen they have that stage out there?
Yes.
So they're going to be, I'm sure, having the TV cameras on it and all that. Now, again, I don't know about getting into the stadium to
Can
see
you
it.
walk up?
You could. That would be the challenge, is
So-
getting dropped off.
Could you logistically like park at Sawgrass?
It's just getting dropped off. Like within probably a 5-mile radius of the stadium, parking is going to be next to impossible for the Super Bowl. But if you could find a
Interesting.
way to get there, you could see Darius Rucker for free.
Get your bicycle
Okay.
or your rollerblade.
You could do that, Virginia. So if you want to check out the whole list, we got all the concerts, everything that's going to be happening, stuff for kids, free stuff that's going to cost you a ton of money. Get our e-blast going out today. Just go to kvjshow.com. You have to just put in your email address, and that's it.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, it's no secret that Taylor Swift's mom has been battling all kinds of medical stuff. Apparently, we have a new diagnosis, something super scary that Taylor has been dealing with. And maybe this is a little peek into why she has brought it back and limited her touring so much. I'll tell you about her mom's most recent diagnosis coming up in a second. Before we get into that, the journey of Tekashi 69 is fascinating to me. So this is the guy who's, the rapper that was involved in a lot of bad, shady stuff. And then to get himself a lesser sentence, he ratted on a bunch of really bad gang guys, specifically a bunch of Bloods that are in these gangs. And so Tekashi and his lawyers filed a motion with the judge to say, hey, Tekashi would be much better if he could serve out his rest of his sentence at home under home confinement, considering the fact that the jail where you want to put him is filled with Bloods. The judge did not agree, and the judge said, no, I'm sorry. We do have to make a example out of you because you did a lot of bad things, and you can't just get away with those bad things. Originally, listen to the exchange for his testimony. So he was facing 47 years in prison.
Wow.
Because he ratted on the Bloods, his prison sentence got reduced to 2 years. So it went from 47 to 2. Now, he has served 14 months of those 2 years. So he has less than a year to do, but he doesn't want to do it with a bunch of Bloods. And you can get why.
Yeah.
But the judge is like, no, sorry, you got to go serve your time. His attorneys are appealing this, but it doesn't look like he's going to win. Because of good behavior, he could be out by summer. So he just has to live from now till summer in jail, and then he'll get out, and then they'll try to kill him on the streets, of course.
It doesn't take a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a tough road to hoe coming up. In other news, it sounds like passengers of Lyft were shocked when Will Smith pulled up to pick them up in a 2020 Porsche. People were getting in the car and they're like, oh, damn, Will Smith is my Lyft driver.
Yeah.
It was all a big promotion for the new movie Bad Boys for Life. And
They do this a
passengers.
ton.
They do this. And
Yeah.
I think this is smart. I think Lyft is brilliant for doing this. Celebrities driving Lyft just makes me want to take Lyft. If I know that Will Smith is in town doing this, I'm not taking an Uber.
Oh, yeah, you get an Uber. You think it's just a regular ride. You get in there. It's the Kevin Ralston driving it.
That actually is not too far from, but I'm not doing it for a publicity stunt. I'm doing it because I have to.
The Queen is making him.
Supplement
Yeah.
some income.
It's not nearly as sexy or awesome. It's like, yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause
I'm
Kevin's crying.
Yeah, I'm really down on my luck. I'm actually having to do this.
I got to make a little extra scratch here.
Yeah, it's a different scenario.
And finally here, sad stuff in Taylor Swift's world. Her mother was diagnosed with cancer back in 2015. and had relapsed but was battling, and we had heard was doing well. Now we are hearing some new sad news. Her mother just got diagnosed with a brain tumor, and her mom's health, is the reason that Taylor Swift is now limiting her touring. She's reportedly just going to do 4 stadium dates in America and do a few festivals in Europe, but that is it. She is going to be taking time off to spend with her mother as she deals with the brain tumor thing. No word on if they're going to operate or if it's beyond that or any other details, but definitely prayers going out to their family as they battle that really tough diagnosis. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by Brew Bowl. I don't know if you've heard about this fantastic beer event.
Oh, it's on the E-Blast today, Virginia.
One Kevin Ralston will be your beer hostess with the mostest.
And I might even drive you there in a Lyft. I might have to.
It's going to be going down on Saturday. Not this Saturday, the 25th, but Saturday the 1st, right before Stars Ball. So you're double duty that day.
Yeah.
Kevin's going to be out there hosting it, and you can get your tickets. Advanced tickets start at just $50, and you can buy them at WRMF.com.
Few celebrities having a birthday today. Got to say what up and happy birthday to Guy Fieri. I'm sure he'll probably be down here for the Super Bowl. He always seems to wind up in South Florida whenever we have one of those events.
Yeah, he always is in the middle of the mix.
Yes, he is. Yeah. So be Food and Wine Fest. He's always there for. He's
Yes.
52 today. Steve Perry is 71 today, former lead singer of Journey. Also, happy birthday to Kate Lardy. She's 49 years old. Pascal sent that in. Also, happy birthday to Alex, my wonderful husband and my girl's amazing dad. We love you so much. Susie, Christina, Cecilia, and the boys, Mojito and Kalua.
Mojito.
They're drinkers.
Hopefully that's not your child's name. It's only your pet's name.
Oh, I don't know, Virginia.
If you name your kid Mojito, you have a problem.
You do. Oh, and this is coming from Virginia, Jay.
Yes,
You like that?
I'm really disappointed in you.
Yes. Gotta say, I'm intrigued. You say things are going so bad with your house hunting, there's actually an investigation that's breaking out, Jay Bird?
Well,
What's going on
What did
here?
you do?
I mean, what is happening?
I'm trying to make this not sound as boring as it is, because it's boring. But me and Denny's right now, we are not trying to live together, but we're both trying to buy a home.
In the same general
Yeah.
vicinity.
So I'm not going to speak for Denny's, because I left his house yesterday, and it looked really good for him, because he was talking with his bank and all that stuff, and I was talking with my bank. So I call them, and they do all this talking, and basically here's what it comes down to. I have been paying off this student loan every single month, and
You're going to be 50 soon.
it shows up that I've been paying it. Yeah, it's bizarre. That
It is bizarre.
But I've been paying it. They looked into all my finance. I have no blemish. Everything's been paid on time. But they said my credit is non-existent. I have no credit. It's gone. I'm like, wait, well, how is that even possible?
Wasn't there somewhere else that you disappeared? They had no record of you? Was the
the IRS couldn't
So
find
you
him.
have no credit? You have the IRS doesn't even know who you are?
The IRS owes him money, and they're like, we don't think this is you.
They sent me money, and then we're talking about the IRS. They sent me money. I have a check from them. I cashed it.
But they still owe you more.
They owe me 2 more checks, and they're like, we don't know if it's you. And then I called the guy.
I'm like, it's me.
3 different times. He could not be more of a Grinch. Oh my, because I called him around the holidays. He was such a jerk about everything.
Only you. You always have so much drama.
I know. Believe me, I'm annoyed with myself. So I have been paying off this student loan. So in my head, I'm okay. You have credit. You're definitely paying something off. Student loans absolutely count for buying a house. So I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Well, they go, you've paid that off in 2017.
So who have you been paying?
That's why we have an investigation going on. I've been paying Sally Mae for 2.5 years, and
Are you paying some other Jason Pennington's education bill?
Oh, man.
You need to go see Chip, our friend Chip, who
What?
runs Debt Helper,
Well,
because you got to figure out what's going on.
Okay, I hear you. I get that.
I've been telling you for 2 months you need to go talk to Chip.
Virginia, I am so at a place right now. First of all, we're not dating, and you're not my mother. So we're at a place where everything you tell me of all the things I should have done do not help me at all right now. In fact, they're only going to make me more mad. And I'm just being honest. So if you want to say you should have have, could have, and done all that, go for it. But we were going to get into a fight on the air.
Well, what else is new? What else is new?
I get it. I thought everything was fine. I wanted to do it along with Denny's and his wife, so we're all on the same page and the same same journey together. So when they said, they were confused too. They go, "Oh yeah, you are paying off your loan, but you paid it off in 2017. So that they go, now they said you have no credit. It's gone. It's going to take at least 6 months. I have to go open 2 credit cards now, establish credit." And then they can talk to me about even thinking about, because they go, you've paid off. I had a Badcock card. I paid that off in 2000.
So if you had a Badcock card, you have credit.
That's what's blowing my mind.
Chip will help you. Don't worry. Maybe your bank is not an expert at this.
They are.
Chip is an expert at credit. They might know mortgages, but Chip knows credit.
The weird thing, too, is at my townhouse I'm at now, and I'm renting it, I had to run a credit score.
Of course you did,
So
because I remember them. They ran your credit, and it was decent.
It's like people are
wasn't-
trying to erase you from society.
No.
They are, though. I feel like I'm in a twilight zone.
It's
I'm
like
seeing
we're
things
erasing
that-
you. You're slowly disappearing. I've seen that. And remember that in Back to the Future, where in the photo
He started to disappear.
Yes, it's like you're starting to disappear. Eventually, you're just going to be completely invisible.
And of
I'm not
course,
sure if you're
they've
gonna
never
be
seen
dead.
this before.
Every time
Yeah.
they go, wow, this is an anomaly. I've heard this is an anomaly so many times in my life. And I don't want to.
You are an anomaly.
people
Your name
hate-
should be anomaly.
People hate when I complain. I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying this is what we're going through, and I'm barely hanging on.
I'm barely hanging on.
Well, because my lease is up in 4 months, so now I'm like emailing, can I do month to month? It's all these different things going on right now. Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
I don't even know where to begin with the IRS. I've called them 4 different times.
Well, that's a different, totally separate thing. There's an IRS office, and all they want you to do is they want you to come down there.
They told me no. They
with
told me
your
not-
license.
They told me not to do that. They told me not to do that.
How are you supposed to prove who you are?
Exactly. That's why we got to do a fight with me and this guy.
So you already passed the first step. Have you guys found a location or a house or a place? Are
I'm
we
not-
at that
You
point?
can't even get to there yet.
No, it's-
you got to get
No?
your financing in order before you start looking at places because you don't even know what you can afford.
She told me, she goes, there's no blemishes. She goes, you've paid everything on time, but you do have non-existent credit.
That's not true. You've had credit cards, so you have credit.
I have not had credit. I had the Badcock card.
But they ran your credit for your apartment.
Weird.
Wow. This is pretty amazing that you're getting to the point where you just don't exist.
So
You're disappearing.
I don't know.
Okay.
Adulting is awful. Awful.
Instead of Jesus take the wheel, Chip take the wheel. Just give it to him and say, do it, because that's what he does.
I love that, and I love Chipper. When I talked yesterday, nobody could help me.
Your life kind of reminds me. You ever pull the Christmas lights out and they're in this huge bundle that you gotta? It just kind of feels like
You got to unravel it
Yeah.
slowly, but you need an advocate. You need somebody in your corner, and that's what Chip can be.
yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, Denny's got his own drama with it, so I don't even know.
He's got problems too.
I
huh?
left his place. He was in a great mood, and now today, I don't know. We have to reassess. Our
Is he
plan.
disappearing too?
No, he's not.
Yeah. He looks very down today.
Aw.
Yeah. Sad Denny's. Look at him in there. Look at that face. Actually, I can never tell what mood he's in.
He's
and
just
I think
Denny's.
I'm emotionless.
No, I see him get excited about certain things.
Okay. Denny's having a tough day today. I hope it's going to be all right for you, Denny's.
Yeah, well, we'll get it figured
Okay.
out. We'll get it figured out.
You
All right.
will.
Well, I know you hear Jaybird stories and you're like going, okay, there's got to be something more to no, he's not the IRS. It's not like he's disappeared. But we all probably have something where you have a story that you're trying to tell people and going, no, you don't understand. Be like, no, you don't understand.
Yes.
So do you have a story like Jaybird? Tell us a story that sounds like a lie.
Yeah.
By telling you, you're going, no, something's not right. You don't
Everyone in
have
the
it
chat
right.
room, karma.com.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah,
you don't
you don't-
understand.
right.
We're past karma.com.
Yes. So do you have a situation like Jaybird, something unrelated, hopefully, about your credit, Do you have a story where people are like, no, they just don't believe you? Tell us a story that sounds like a lie. You can call or text right now, 877-979-WRMF.
Chip just texted me. I got you, buddy.
I
See,
know
there
he
you
can
go.
help you. I know he can help you, babe.
Okay. 877-979-9763. Hit us up at the KVJ Show.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
People are always asking Jay Bird, going, that's just got to be for the radio, right? That's not real. That's not real. That didn't really happen, right? That's just a story. You're just embellishing.
Many people do think I lie.
Yeah, that didn't really happen to you. And people will ask me too. And I'd be like, honestly, it's all legit. Like if you ever would meet Jay Bird, and just when I talk to people who grew up with you because you're from this area, they're like, yeah, he was that way back in high school. It was the same thing. That's just Bird, baby.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know.
Well, it's your life. Well, somebody said, poor Jay Bird, he needs to have his own TV show. How do these things always happen to him? And it is really amazing. I always tell you this, you would have the best reality show ever. It would never be boring. There would always be something to watch. You would be a massive star.
So when weird things happen to me with other people, those stories are fine because I can deal with that. I understand that. This is stuff like adult stuff, banks and house. I'm so confused. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just spinning a bit. Just spinning.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? All will be okay.
It will, because you have an advocate.
And people have legit problems. This is not a legit problem.
This is a first world problem.
Absolutely.
You got your health, you got everything.
I'm not even sure about my health. But
Right, yeah. I don't know, you seen him walking around lately? He really doesn't have his health.
I'm going to check up on that.
Yeah.
I'll give you the report.
Covered in scabs.
Yeah. He's got love, but he doesn't have his health. His credit, no.
I'm down a kidney.
His identity, he's missing a lot.
You're right, though. It's like society's erasing me.
Bring it back around. Let's talk about gratitude. What you do have. Mm-hmm. Focus on the glasses half full.
There's humor in pain.
Things happen, though. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my husband's last name was changed when he was 2 or 3 years old. And last summer, he tried to renew his license. And he had lost his birth certificate, so he ordered a new one. And when he got his license, his last name was different on it. He had no idea for 30 years what his real last name was. He thought it was one thing, but it wasn't.
That's crazy.
So apparently when his mom filed for child support from his dad, they changed his name when paternity was established. And she gave him her last name at birth, and he never knew what his real legal last name was till that happened.
Oh, that's messed up.
So do you have a story that sounds like a lie? Some of the texts that we got right now, somebody said, I rolled out of a moving vehicle on the highway, landed on my feet in Terminator stance, staring at the oncoming traffic with only a few scrapes and no broken bones.
No one believes me.
No, don't. Could you imagine? Like, who is this guy? That's pretty amazing. There's a few things that I've happened where I've kept amazing balance. I've realized that I have an odd skill where I never spill a beer. I've had somebody push me in a pool. I somehow did a flip falling into the pool. I came up and they're like, you didn't spill a drop of that. And my beer was still above the water. And I'm like, that's absolutely amazing.
That's a man with respect for alcohol, and I have respect for him.
Yeah, I went the other way, which people didn't really believe. I was telling a story, and I karate chopped my double vodka OJ in half in front of the server.
The glass in half?
Yes, it was. I didn't cut my hand or nothing, but I karate chopped.
See, you couldn't do that if you tried it.
And he was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I go, I know. Please don't tell my date that I just did that because I look real sloppy right now. She was in the bathroom. No one believed you, Virginia.
So only you and the waiter know that you actually did that.
Full on karate chop it in half.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, I was stabbed multiple times by my psychologist.
Oh my gosh.
Was it part of the therapy?
I don't know. Stab therapy?
What did you do?
I don't know. See, I got a couple texts like that where they just gave me the opening teaser line, and then I'm like, and then?
Kind of need to follow up on that one.
Dang.
Somebody texted and said there's a TV episode that was based on my son's murder. Okay.
Oh, my God.
I wonder what it's called.
I don't know. We got to know. You can't leave us hanging like that.
I know.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so do you have a story like that? Did you told, and maybe even to this day, nobody really believes you? That is the frustrating thing about it. So tell us a story that actually sounds like a lie. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Well, it is still chilly outside. It's going to be warming up. I think I saw the morning temperatures this morning were like 33. When we got into the show, it was like 39.
Ooh.
I know throughout South Florida, it was high 30s to low 40s. Iguanas are just plunging out of trees.
Careful, if you walk under trees, you might get hit in the noggin with that iguana.
Yeah, I think when it gets under 50, that's when they start locking up. And until it warms up, and it's only at 40 right now. So they are still locking up.
You should put on an iguana costume and then fall on people as they show up for work.
Yeah, I'm sure people
fall
would
out of
love
trees.
that.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a light fall.
Yeah. Seems like that would go really well. Yeah. So it is definitely chilly. It is going to be warming up here in just a bit in South Florida. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, there was something that the cold temps did. I don't know if you're drying out, but anytime it gets a little bit chilly, I have had this ever since I lived in Kansas City, where it was bitterly crazy cool. If you watch the AFC playoff game the other day, they were talking about it was a beautiful sunny day in Kansas City, but I think it was like 9.
Ooh.
And the wind will whip through there, and my skin got so dried out. And ever since then, that was 21 years ago.
You still have the issues.
I still have crazy eczema, dry skin. I have to use an eczema lotion every single day. I've never recovered from that one winter in Kansas City.
You have a special needs lotion?
I do. I have special needs face, special needs skin now.
He gets that reptilian skin.
Yeah.
And I get it. My mom had that.
Yeah.
It's a psoriasis of some sort.
Yeah, I think eczema is the
eczema, yeah.
name for it. Yeah, that's what I got. And so I have that, but my lips will chap up like crazy too. So yesterday I started to put on some chapstick, and I almost made a massive blunder. Luckily, that blunder gave me an idea for a sudden death on the KVJ show. Oh yes, it's back, at least for one round. I'll let you know what my blunder was and how we'll play coming up next. Okay, tell us a story that sounds like a lie. Somebody texted in and said, my brother is half my brother and half my cousin. It's going to make your head spin. It says, my dad was married to my mom's sister. They had my brother. She passed away, and 5 years later, he married my mom, and they had me. So
Wait.
my brother is half my brother and half my cousin.
Whoa.
Okay, yes.
How did the rest of the family feel about that?
That's kind of crazy, isn't it? That's a little bit odd. Yeah, something else that you did. Somebody said I was in a bike versus car accident, and I flew 20 feet in the air. And when I landed, I got hit again by another vehicle.
Oh, my gosh.
And I didn't break one bone.
Really?
How does that happen?
My goodness.
Did you drink milk?
You have a good angel watching over you.
That is pretty insane. There you go. Somebody said I was born on the same day at the same hospital with another girl. We also grew up on the same street. Never met then until middle school in a town 2 hours away. We became friends over having the same birthday. Then I found out she lived a few houses down. We were both left-handed, same group of friends, same taste in music, essentially the same person. It's almost like a doppelganger kind of thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What are the odds? All right. Good stuff. Got something you want to drop on us? 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Colder temperatures mean drier skin for Kev. So I noticed that laying on our counter was some chapstick, which I got right here. And so I took the chapstick and I'm getting ready to put it on my lips because my lips are all dried out. And I'm having a little bit of a problem with the lid. I'm like, why is this thing opening up? But it makes me do a double take. And I'm glad that it did because I looked at the chapstick that I was getting ready to put on my lips, and it's not necessarily chapstick. Apparently my kid is doing a school project.
Oh, it's glue stick.
I almost glued my mouth shut. It's a glue stick. I was desperately, frantically trying to get into the chapstick, which is a glue stick, which I'm like, what a terrible trick.
They do make the glue stick to look a lot like a just chubby chapstick.
Yes, because this is my usual chapstick that I have right there. You can see it's almost the exact same. If you're watching KVJ TV.
Wow, are they trying to kill people?
Right. I almost put glue stick on my lips, and if you don't know, I talk for a living, so gluing my mouth shut would be a really bad thing.
Is it strong glue? Is it like the furniture stuff?
This is what we're going to find out. Okay.
What would have happened if you would have put on the glue?
Yes.
How would your day have gone?
Because if it's like a paste, it won't do anything. People eat paste all the time.
Well, they make it non-toxic on purpose. Because
Yes.
kids do eat glue. We all know a kid that ate glue.
It looks like fluffernutter for some kids.
Yeah, because they make it look exactly like it's chapstick. So what we're going to do here in sudden death is we're going to draw the person who gets the lowest playing card here. is going to play that fun little game where basically you press your luck and you see here a 50-50 chance. It is basically you trying to guess right or left hand, and then whichever one you choose is the one you have to fully apply to your lips, and then you have to guess if you got the glue stick or the chapstick.
I thought Virginia killed sudden death.
Every now and then I'll bring it back.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nothing is dead around here.
No.
Not even Hulk Hoagie. We wish.
Your
We
heart,
can't kill anything.
Your heart is dead.
Okay, I drew a 9 here in sudden death. Virginia, what did you get?
I got a 5.
Okay. Denny's, what'd you get?
Ooh, I got an 8.
Ooh.
Jay-Bird.
I got a 3.
Oh, thank
Shocker, right?
you.
What a
Jesus
What a shock.
lives. Thank you.
I don't understand.
and you just accept it.
Add this to the pile of disappointments he's already suffered.
Yeah, and the people in the chat room that say, "Oh, grow up, Jay Bird, start writing things down. Do me a favor, kiss my ass."
Okay, Virginia, you're going to be the applicator. You're going to put behind your back a glue stick and a chapstick. Jay-Bird, we need the blindfold for him to throw on his eyes, and he is going to try his blind luck here.
Well, you wanted sudden death to come back.
It did.
Oh, we got to put a gag order on the witch.
You love sudden death.
Okay. Jay-Bird is blindfolded here. Blind luck. You have to choose right hand, left hand. In one hand, you've got chapstick, which would be great in this cold South Florida weather. In the other hand, you've got a glue stick. We will see what happens. Will it actually glue your lip shut? I know. See, that's why I was struggling with the lid. The lid is crazy. And I'm like, what is going on with this chapstick? I'm like going, oh, that's a glue stick. Thank God I didn't get that cap off easily.
It does look a lot. Same coloring exactly as your chapstick.
I honestly, I haven't gotten a straight answer, but I think somebody in my family, they know how I go for chapstick. I feel like somebody was pranking me because it was sitting conveniently on the counter. Yeah. Suspicious. All right, Jay-Bird, you're going to choose right hand or left hand. Virginia has got one in one in the other. All right, she's going to then apply whichever one you choose on your lips, and you got to guess, did you get chapstick or glue stick? If you miss, you got to go again. Okay.
Right hand feels good, so I'm definitely going left.
Okay. All right, go on ahead. Put it on.
Does she put it on or I put it on?
She's putting it on. So pucker up, Buttercup. She's putting that on there. Okay. Get them so they could stick together. Okay. What do you think? Did you get chapstick or did you get glue stick?
I got chapstick.
You think you got chapstick?
Yeah, I got chapstick.
You got chapstick?
I don't know. Are they making glue like chapstick? I think it's chapstick. It's chapstick.
You think it's chapstick?
Yeah.
Confidently?
Confident.
You are correct. You did not have to go through the glue stick. Thank God. What happens if you do?
Well, let's just do it. I mean, we can't. This is like foreplay. We can't build it up and not do it.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Okay, there goes
How
the glue
sticky is
stick
that?
on his lips. Can you open your mouth?
He's got it set. He put the glue on his lips, and he's pursing his lips tight. Just kind of curious. Can you glue your lips shut if you use that like chapstick? Okay. All right, he's letting it set. How does it feel?
Can you open them?
Yeah, it's too pasty.
Oh, it
We
is.
need super glue for this tour. Although,
No, we're not going to do a super glue. I just want to see. I was going to almost try it at my house. I'm like going, what if you actually glue your lips shut and like a moron, you got to come in and be like, yeah, I can't. You have to write out. I have to text you guys. I can't do the show. Why? Oh, I glued my lips shut.
What?
I will say though, it burns.
It does.
Like bad. I should wash this off.
Yeah, soap and water.
Okay.
And he's out.
And can we make glue sticks so they don't look like chapstick? That's
Amen.
Yeah, kind of my little note for today. All right.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your brain, ain't you Facebook fishing.
Jay-Bird went down the hall to go wash his lips, but then he has to come back in the
I
studio.
know,
I'm
yeah.
like Facebook. Yeah, I still have glue on my lip.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. The show must go on, my man.
This is a locomotive. It don't stop for nobody.
Yeah, we can't sit here and just be like, okay, well, we'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, but my lips are sticky.
How happy are you that Virginia didn't get the lowest card in sudden death,
I'm
Jaybird?
so happy.
She would have complained. Got a nice little post here
It's starting
today.
to stick, actually. It's actually...
Is it time release?
If I...
It's starting to say.
It is.
Okay, well, what we got here is a fun little post somebody sent us. Next door, people are fighting like crazy. Scott is over the fact that some dog keeps taking dumps on his front lawn area. This is a big-time fight. If you're on that next door, people are always fighting about dogs pooping in people's yards or them throwing their dog poo away in people's garbage cans. So he is taking matters into his own hands. Virginia, you get to play the role of Scott here today.
Okay.
I'm going to be Naomi. Denny's, you are going to be Greg, and Jaybird, you get to play the role of Maggie here today.
I feel like Scott does a little bit of illegal steroids.
Yeah, Scott is very jacked up.
He
He's very
gets them
amped.
from a friend in a brown paper bag at
Yeah,
the
he does.
gym. It's definitely not from a
No
doctor.
questions asked.
I'm so trying not to be a dealer here. Does anybody have any like toilets or like a wipey thing? This does burn really bad. I know we're in the middle of Facebook fishing.
We used to keep wet wipes in here. You know what you need? You need an alcohol wipe.
Yeah, this burns. Can you guys wait about 2 minutes? I'll be right back.
No, the show stops for no one.
Yeah, this will be over here in a second. We'll make this quick. All right, Scott, take it away here in our next door script.
I'm gonna find out who keeps letting their dog take dumps on my front lawn area. And when I do, I promise you, I'm gonna take the most massive poop on your lawn. You don't believe me? Just wait.
I don't blame you, Scott. My neighbor never picks up her dog's crap. I'd love for you to crap on her front door, too.
I'll do it. I don't care. I have finally snapped. I'm willing to go to jail for this. When I find the owner of this dog, they are in for a world of crap, literally.
This could be a legit service for you to offer people, Scott. You could charge people for taking dumps on their enemies' lawns.
I know you all think I'm joking, but I'm not. I am going to crap all over somebody's house when I find out where this dog lives, and I've got the support of my wife.
Okay. Jaybird's lips are glued together.
Quit being so gross, Scott. Quit being so dramatic. It's just a dog. Deal with it like we all have to.
This isn't a game, Maggie. If you're not with me, you're against me. Things are about to change in our community. I hope you're all on board for the changes.
You're kind of scaring me, Scout.
Scout?
Scout. I went too cute. I got glue on my face.
Okay, you can go wash your face now.
Good. Everyone should be scared. Scott is about to drop it like it's hot.
Wow, this guy is on a public forum talking about how he's going to start pooing in his neighbor's yards.
He snapped. I get it.
What is the crime for that? And does that ever happen? Has anyone ever done that? Have you ever had a neighbor that has defecated on your front lawn?
No. I mean, I've had some neighbors that hate me, still do, but no one has pooped on my yard yet.
I know they had that issue because of the Ring doorbells now. They have started to catch
That'd be awesome.
some people doing it. Yeah, I in fact, I think I saw the story where somebody was busted on a Ring doorbell pooing in somebody's yard.
It's amazing.
Where have you come to as a human being if you think that you need to start taking a dump on somebody's lawn?
Look, you get pushed and you snap and you do stupid things. Like, it's emotion, Kevin.
Okay, it is emotion.
97.9 WRMF.
We're having people text into us that had a story that sounded like a lie. Listen to this one. Somebody said, I was in jail in New Orleans when Katrina hit, Hurricane Katrina.
Oh my gosh, I heard about this.
Said the guards abandoned us for 2 days and we had to bust a hole in the wall to break out of our dorm.
That is true.
Wow.
The guards abandoned their post and just said, forget it. I'm not going to go down here. My job's not worth it.
No food, nothing for 2 days. You're just sitting there chilling. Everybody who works at the jail is gone.
They were stuck.
Wow.
And like floodwater was coming in.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
That sounds like something you'd see in a movie.
It's a
Totally.
movie.
And it doesn't sound legit.
It doesn't sound real, but that is a real story.
Man, everybody needs a story like that, huh?
They do.
Gosh, it's good stuff. Coming up, too, we're getting some good stories people are sending in, things that you've captured on your Ring doorbell camera. You've got one now, Virginia, right? Didn't your son Rocco, your 4-year-old, he asked for a Ring doorbell camera for Christmas?
Yes, he got it. So we're just waiting. Uncle Bill's coming down in a matter of just days. And so Uncle Bill's going to install it.
Okay, good.
It's so funny. You know that pogo stick you gave me to work on?
Yeah.
I took it out of my little courtyard area. So I started using it because I'm getting pretty good at it.
Okay, good.
And I'm in the parking lot, and I lose control of it, and I propel myself into another car and check the car, and the alarm starts going off.
Oh,
And I look over, and my neighbors are watching all this, and they are laughing so hard. And then I look up, and I go, I wonder if this was on camera.
Yeah.
And there is a camera by where I live at, but I think the camera belongs to the car I checked. So I have to knock on the door and go, hey, sir, can I get the footage of me tackling your
like
car?
I said, we just need to have cameras follow you around. Maybe the best TV show ever.
I hit that thing hard.
All right. So we get to some of your comments and calls. 877-979-9763 coming up. Okay, well, what do you think about this here? Frank is not real happy that his wife has put a ban on his porn watching, and even more than that, she didn't trust him, so she set up hidden cameras inside their house and caught him at the table doing more than just eating. Would you be upset if you were Frank, and does his wife have any reason to be upset?
I think, Virginia, I think you're right. I think the stance of people watching adult programming like that is the stigma's changed a lot. Back in the day, I think some women would say, oh, I never watch porn. And on a society level, you weren't supposed to watch. I think that's changed, though.
Yeah, now it's more acceptable. But there are still some women that are going to get mad at their man because they're like, he can't watch that. That's cheating. And that's just, I mean, you are high strung, girl.
Yeah.
Ugh. Handful.
Well, it just goes to show, a lot of people are saying that, the trust in this relationship is not there.
Are you getting...
You got to set up secret cameras. And think about all the time she spent going through that to,
Yeah, you have to really, be very sneaky and shady.
Are you getting anybody texting in that's saying he should not be watching that stuff, that side with her, that it is cheating or anything like that?
Well, one person said, I would be upset if my husband was watching porn without me. We can watch it together in the act. But if he needs to watch it without me, then I'm not pleasing him enough. But I do agree the video camera went too far.
I don't know if that's true, though. Just because a guy's watching porn does not mean he's not getting... It doesn't mean he's not happy with you. I think that's a misconception. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but that's not always the case why people watch that.
Sure. I mean, you might just have a stronger sex drive than your partner.
It's a real thing.
You work it out on your own, and then you guys get together and have some fun, and then,
And people are saying it's not necessarily a problem unless his alone time is taking away from the intimacy of their marital love life, which is important for them to keep that going. And maybe she's upset because she's not satisfied, saying, okay, you are going off alone to get all of your sexual gratification, and that's not how a marriage works.
And now that is when it becomes a problem.
Sure.
I knew somebody where that happened. It's a problem.
What's their name?
I'll never tell you sober.
I got a beer for you.
No, I'm good. I shouldn't drink.
How many days since you drank?
I drank over the weekend. Remember on the podcast with you?
Right, that's right.
Maybe you should stop drinking.
Oh, that's right. We did drink.
What are some of the things that you have caught on your own cameras? Some interesting stuff that people have let us know. Somebody said they actually accidentally, because of the angle of their camera, didn't realize they caught their own home adult session. As they watch that back, ooh, probably erase that and move the camera a little bit.
Note to
didn't
self.
realize you could see in there.
Forgot about these cameras.
Yeah.
Stop flogging the dolphin at the dinner table.
Somebody else said, I caught my boyfriend in the grossest booger picking session.
That is so embarrassing. Oh, no. That's rough.
Really turned my stomach.
Not
sure how I feel about him now.
You start to look at him differently.
Wow.
Dude. Mm-hmm. Get a tissue.
I mean, what if you're married and you find that out? You look and your husband or your wife is just going to town, picking these boogers, flicking them on the couch, eating them. How do you address that with your spouse?
Wow.
It'd be so bummed out.
Listen to this. Joey texted and said, yeah, I caught my wife bitching about me on our Ring doorbell. She was leaving for work saying, I can't wait to effing leave this sorry loser.
Oh.
I called her on it, played it back. We're now in therapy.
Oh, God, that sounds miserable. I'd rather be involved with a booger eater.
As soon as I hear that, I'm out.
Man, really? That's it?
I don't want to be with somebody that would say that.
I would have a tough, especially if they were alone and they're just muttering things to themselves.
Yeah.
They were on the phone.
Jeez.
They were telling another person
I'm
how
leaving
much
them.
they hated you
Well,
and
I think
didn't
she's
want to be
talking to
with
herself.
you.
She's like going, I can't. Yeah, she's just like mumbling, like, yeah. But yeah, keep in mind, if you got a Ring doorbell and you're complaining about your partner leaving the house, they could check that and could hear exactly what you're saying.
I feel like you should be able to vent if someone's annoying you, because people you love and care for and you go through a wall for can annoy you, and you have to vent sometimes. But there's a difference between venting and saying, I'm going to leave your sorry butt.
He sent another text. He said she doesn't think I make enough money and she's angry I won't get another job.
Oh, man.
That's hurtful.
I hope you're still listening, big guy. Keep your head up, man.
That's worthy of a therapy session. Somebody texted and said, yeah, I set up a security camera because my car kept getting broken into, and not 5 hours after I set it up, I caught the guy that I called the Dania Beach Bandit breaking into my car.
Wow.
Good.
5 hours after the camera was installed?
Yeah, I got him right away.
That's a quick turnaround.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, I got some nice footage of my husband throwing up on our front lawn after a long night of drinking.
I say you freeze frame it, and that's your Christmas card.
I know somebody. I beg them to release it. They won't. They will not release. I can't say who it is. They'll be so mad. But they have one of these cameras. They slipped down their stairs, and as they fell, let out the loudest fart ever. And it's phenomenal footage. It would go viral like that. They don't want it. Like, it's too embarrassing. It's too embarrassing. I watched it 30 times.
Somebody said, I caught my mom's neighbor looking under the car, checking to see if the car has an oil leak so she can report us to the HOA.
Wow. That is annoying.
Oh, that is.
If you're looking under cars for oil leaks, what's the matter with you? You are the most disgusting, vile, bored loser.
Well, now you can't see it, so you have to get real down and low. You're looking for something bad.
Go get a hobby, you HOA vigilante dirtbag.
We have one of them.
I do too.
He goes around every morning or every other morning at 5 a.m. and he was inspecting Denny's car so much to the point he was taking all these pictures. It must have been 100 pictures. I finally go, hey, man, do you have enough pictures? He's like, yeah. Very mean.
That's all you said? I would have got a little more froggy
Well,
than that.
you are you have more problems sometimes emotionally.
Somebody else said, I caught my neighbor trying to run her kid over with her car and destroyed my fence in the process.
What?
That's evidence right there.
That's enough to blackmail somebody.
The neighbor was trying to run over their own child?
And they caught it on their Ring doorbell
What the
camera.
hell?
Right. Wow. All right, crazy stuff. Got something you want to share on the crazy thing you caught on your surveillance camera? You can let us know. 877-979-WRMF.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Got some interesting comments about stuff that people have caught on their hidden cameras, either in their house or the Ring doorbells, stuff that is going on there. Somebody said in a text here that I caught my mother-in-law running over my solar lights in my lawn and she wouldn't admit to it. Hey, Mom, come take a look at the footage here.
Oh, and then she kept lying about it? That's
because, think about it, our parents don't even fully realize.
Right. This technology thing is new to them.
Cameras, what?
I didn't roll over your lights. I'm watching you.
Mom, there's cameras literally everywhere.
He's right. She's right.
This is an odd one. Somebody said, we've got a surveillance camera set up in the corner of my living room that can look out at the front door. And we recently went up to North Carolina and asked my mom to go to the house and take care of our dogs a couple times a day. So as we're checking in the dogs via the camera, I can see my mom walk in, go straight to the surveillance camera and unplug it. To me, that was super weird. So I called her. I said, hey, why'd you unplug the camera? But she said, oh, I didn't do it. The dogs must have knocked it down.
You watched her do it.
Now, I haven't confronted her with the fact that I actually saw her do it. I'm just so confused as to what could motivate her to unplug it like she was and then blatantly lie about it. Was she doing something shady? The whole thing was just odd.
Definitely doing something shady. And if you're lying about unplugging the camera.
She's unplugging and then lying about it.
I want to know what's going on there.
So you got to put up more cameras and do them like those nanny cams. They can take a nanny cam and hide it, like in a clock or a teddy bear.
But now
and then she'll never know. But you got to see what mom's up to.
But now you're in this thing where now you're installing cameras. You're spying on your mom. You're in this world now.
You're in it, but you need the answers.
Zoe said my friend caught her gardener peeing on her wall on the Ring camera. I think that's happened before. There was somebody who's a delivery guy that I think was peeing on somebody's front door.
Hopefully it's on the outside and not the inside.
Yes, I believe they're outside.
I would be okay if you have to pee on the side of the house, but don't pee on my front door.
Yeah, the door's one thing. I'm trying to think if I would be that mad if someone peed on my wall. I'd be able to get over that.
I would not care if you peed on the outside of the wall of the side of my house. I really don't care about
now,
that.
I don't want you pooping on the side of my house. That I'm not cool with.
I agree.
That's a different level.
That's a different level.
Listen to Francesco here from Pembroke Pines. What was it that you caught a maintenance person saying on the Ring doorbell camera, Francesco?
So my husband and I are obviously, gay, and I caught him saying that we are both at the F word.
Oh,
F-A-M.
Oh.
And I'm the president of my community.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's time for a new maintenance guy. I'd be like, yeah, so...
Oh, he already got let go because he wasn't doing his job, and we caught him on camera with that, too.
Good.
Did you ever say anything to him and confront him about it?
No, God does that before I do.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, you're way more evolved than me. I would have had a confrontation.
Yeah. No, you're right, because your first thing is like going, I'm going to bring him down.
I want to fight him for you. I don't even know either of you.
Yeah.
What?
I thought the same thing, but I thought about it, and I was like, it's not worth it.
You're so smart.
Was he saying back?
Gosh,
Was he
man,
talking?
you're so evolved, Francesco.
Well, did you guys have a moment right before, and then you caught him saying something after then?
No, he was actually talking to a repair person that I had repairing some things.
And you
saying,
weren't there.
Be careful, these guys are... And I said, oh, yeah? I'm like, what does that have to do with my fence that this guy's repairing?
Be careful? Oh, my God.
And gay straight fences are both repaired the same way. To get out there and get your hammer and get to work.
Yeah.
Except the gay ones are a lot more fabulous.
That's awesome. Thank you, Francesco. Yes, they are.
Ryan G in the chat room says, don't listen to Virginia's advice. Hidden cameras are super illegal in the state of Florida. I know hidden audio is illegal in the state of Florida. I didn't think video was, unless you are breaking into someone's house and doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is, what we're talking about here a little bit too, is you are living with somebody and they install a camera to spy on you.
My girlfriend just texted me, and when she was going through a divorce, her husband did that. He put in cameras, and she didn't figure it out for weeks.
It feels like you would need some protection from that.
Was he thinking she was stepping out on him?
No, he just didn't want to get divorced, and she did, and he was like just trying to do recognizance.
Just getting intel.
Yeah.
Wow. See, you should get punished for that.
I agree.
I mean, your house, you got to be able to say... You gotta be able to gossip and vent at your house.
It should be everybody has to agree. If you're going to live in a home and cameras are going to be installed, everybody has to have knowledge and agreement that they're going to be installed. That should be the standard.
I agree.
Especially if it's in a bathroom.
Somebody texted.
Bathroom or bedroom?
Oh yeah, especially that, and that's where that feels like that could or should or would be illegal, especially if it got to the point where it was shared.
I mean, do people have cameras in their bathroom? How do you ever poop in peace?
I don't know why you would.
Why would you?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But in your house, this does make sense. Somebody texted in and said that when I was out of town, we checked in on the cameras and saw my mother-in-law going through my closets and my nightstand.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I put some rat traps in there.
Wow. Somebody said in a divorce, nanny cams that are known by both parties are admissible. Hidden cameras that are not known to the other spouse are admissible. So you apparently have to have knowledge that you have a camera there if you're going to be using it in a divorce. If you did not, then you cannot use whatever you might get on that camera.
Okay, so you'll get the information, but you can't use it. So you'll know.
I mean, Florida is a no fault anyway. So what does it matter? What do you mean use it?
A lot of people are saying you're wrong. I don't know what that means, but saying you can't film people illegally, like you're saying. Like I'll set up cameras and film you illegally. You'll get brought down for that.
Well, I'm not trying to use it in court. I'm just trying to get intel. I would never film somebody illegally, and then try to use it in court.
You're just using it so you have a reason to yell at them, and then when they try to weasel out of it and say, I did not, you'd be like going, oh, yeah.
I know you did. I've totally recorded people illegally.
We know
and
that.
And used it for intel, but I didn't use it for a lawsuit.
Honest question. Have you ever secretly recorded me or Kevin?
No.
Ever?
Neither of you, but I have recorded other people that were talking crap about you and then told you about it.
I know the one you speak of.
Joe's on here from Palm Beach Gardens. He is a security tech, and you say that the Ring cameras, it's almost like they have kind of their own little loophole here, Joe?
Yeah. So we install a lot of regular cameras and Ring cameras. They're allowed to get around the wiretapping laws because they transmit the audio over radio waves or Wi-Fi. So the way that wiretapping laws are basically written is if you're a hardwired camera and you're acquiring audio or any way of recording, recovering audio through a hardwired line or over a phone or something, that falls under wiretapping laws, but somehow they can circumvent that because it's being transmitted over Wi-Fi.
Oh.
God, you sound real smart.
Yeah, you do.
It's a loophole that hasn't been addressed yet.
Okay. Wow. All right, yeah.
Thank you for telling that. I don't understand it, but I appreciate it.
I guess that has to do with the fact it's almost like being broadcast. Somebody said, I work at a law firm, and we had a case regarding cameras in the house. You cannot have cameras in the house without somebody's knowledge to spy on them.
Okay, let's say Virginia spends the night at my house, and I've got all of these cameras in there for security reasons, and there happens to be some stuff recorded Virginia she's embarrassed about, but my overall thing is, it's just security cameras. Can I get in trouble for that without letting her know? Do I have to let everybody know that stays at my place that there's cameras running?
That's the question when you have guests. It sounds like anybody who lives in the house, there has to be knowledge of the cameras. Yeah, if somebody stays, I think it would be polite to say, hey, just so you know, we have some cameras, or you turn them off out of respect. But I think it's something that people are going to have to start dealing with because it's so easy to have these cameras now.
I mean, I could see myself having security cameras and then forgetting to tell the guests that I have them.
Totally.
And then them getting recorded.
I could imagine all kinds of weird things I would do in a room on a sleepover, not realizing I was being filmed.
When you think you're alone, you just do weird things. It's part of being a human.
I lift my boobs up, and I lift my butt, and I do weird things. Like, oh, what if I got these boobs lifted again for the 87th time?
I may play bongos on my nipples. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Somebody texted in, said a year into my separation, I caught my 6-year-old taking video of my master bedroom with his iPad. I said, hey, what you doing? He said, yeah, Daddy sent me on a mission to videotape the room.
Oh, my gosh.
Why do you have a 6-year-old as your henchman? The plan's going to fall apart.
Someone else texted in and said, yes, my husband and I had a small restaurant in the French Quarter in New Orleans, and towards the end of our marriage, money was off night after night. I thought an employee was stealing it, so I put some cameras in the kitchen. Part of me must have known because I didn't tell my husband at the time, and lo and behold, he was taking money from our own register. Yay, cocaine, yay, divorce.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if they even tried to work it out, or she just saw the footage and she's like, I'm done.
It's a character flaw. I'm out.
Yeah.
You're stealing from me and us and
same team.
Same team. Sorry.
Ride or die, same team.
I can't trust you ever again.
Yeah.
There's some things you don't do.
And this is some twisted stuff, too. These are problems. Somebody said I had a neighbor that had their Ring camera pointing directly into my backyard on my kid's playground.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay, why would they be doing that? Okay.
That's
weird. That's weird. I put up a giant bush or a beautiful gay fence.
Well, then you can't. I mean, if you go to that neighbor and say, "Why is your camera facing my?" There's no proof.
No proof.
Now they'll turn
they'll
it around
be like,
on
I'm
you.
just filming my own yard.
Exactly.
So you got to put something in your yard that obstructs them being able to use that camera.
And as far as recording guests, somebody said most camera companies will give you a sticker for the front door. That is supposed to be the notification to cover you legally and any kind of issues.
We got that sticker with the Ring doorbell. doorbell.
All right,
Yeah.
so you get the sticker, you're covered.
Apparently so. That's what people were texting in and saying.
Interesting.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, whoop.
So many people on meth. Ow!
Got a lot of violence going on in the Whacked Out News here today. Get ready for this. We've got an election year going on, and if you didn't notice, things are a little tense politically in America today.
Haven't noticed anything on social media, Kev.
You haven't noticed a thing, huh? Well, apparently things are getting a little tense in Orlando. A worker with anti-government views fatally stabbed his President Trump-supporting boss at a highway construction site. They're killing each other over this stuff now. I mean, come on, people. What are we doing?
That's ridiculous, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, people aren't going to change their opinion. You're not going to change anybody's opinion if they're pro-Trump or anti-Trump.
Yeah.
Stop yelling at each other. No one's going to change their mind.
Are we going to start getting MAGA Teflon vests now? Is that the future?
I don't know, man. I just see so many people fighting on social media still.
For nothing.
It's crazy.
For nothing.
Well, there's a lot of relationship issues happening in America. And unfortunately, some domestic violence is happening with it as well. In Tennessee, a woman there was arguing with her boyfriend in the vehicle out front of a Waffle House, which is what you do in Tennessee. The guy is like, I've had enough. He goes inside of the Waffle House. He's like, I just got to get away from her, please.
Go in there and get a waffle. Cool down.
So he goes in there, he's sitting inside, and you know what? She comes in. She's not done. She continues yelling at him. He's like going, okay, I got to leave the Waffle House, obviously.
Waffle House should be a safe space, by the way.
It's not a safe haven when your woman is yelling at you, apparently, in Tennessee. So he tries to get out, and she's like, oh, no, you don't. Pulls out some pepper spray and douses him right in the eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
my God.
That's probably not the first little fight Waffle House has seen there. Think about it. It's open all the time.
It's just another night.
But
Drinking.
she's out of line.
Oh, yeah, but
now you've tainted the waffle air.
Yeah. Welcome to Waffle House.
Yeah, makes me think of that waffle challenge a little differently.
Yes. Now, another domestic issue here. This one in Texas. There is a woman who found out her husband was in a nightclub with another woman. The woman, his wife, was not happy when she found out, so she went into the club and she tased him.
Okay, that's one way to get the point across.
Everyone thought he was doing a new dance move.
Yes.
I don't disagree with tasing him into club when he's cheating.
The cops had to stop her as she was getting in her car. She was just going to tase him and just walk off.
I love that. It's a power move.
Mm-hmm.
You tase him and you walk off and it's slow motion and your hair's like it's hitting a Beyonce fan. That's awesome.
But do you really win, though? If you actually get there and tase him?
You win if you get in your car and you elude the cops.
Again, all the cameras, I don't know. You don't get away with that. You can't tase somebody in a club and get away
It's a
with it.
momentary victory.
A momentary victory.
The only place on this earth where the security cameras don't work is here at work. When someone stole my phone, nothing. It was a little
You
dot.
left your phone in the grass and you
somebody,
lost it.
And somebody
and then
took it.
finders keepers, losers weepers.
And somebody took it, and I hate telling that story because you always say it's my fault.
Well, what would you rather have for a weapon? In our first story, we had ourselves some pepper spray, then we've got a taser. So which weapon would you choose? Because in our third story, we've got a Bible.
Oh.
A woman in St. Pete got into an argument with her boyfriend on Sunday and threw her Bible at his head. I guess that's the weapon of choice on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Did she throw it and go, bless you?
It's a desperate move. It's not going to do a lot of damage. I would never pick a Bible as a weapon.
Just because it's not effective?
Well,
It's not effective and it's sacrilege.
And plus, Virginia will start burning as soon as she touches it.
Well, there was a couple in Western India that called off their wedding after the groom's father and bride's mother ran off together. Remember that story we had yesterday on the show?
Yes.
They had a couple that was dating and their parents were thinking about going out. Both families have now filed missing persons reports, but they're pretty sure the two ditched their current spouses to elope.
Okay.
Wow.
That's going to be troublesome at Christmas.
I don't even know if you have Christmas anymore.
Yeah, you probably don't invite them.
I think you cancel Christmas.
And talk about some patience. A lighthouse keeper in Canada won a $1 million lottery jackpot in November, but he had to wait 2 months to collect it because he couldn't find somebody to cover him at the lighthouse.
Aww.
But how cozy are you, though?
You're cozy that you won the million, but you're like, okay, I can't quit. There's no one else who knows how to work a lighthouse. It's kind of a dying art form.
You can't find a temp?
Apparently not. Apparently when you call out in sick, people are just going to start plowing into rocks.
I feel like I could work a lighthouse.
You think you could?
I mean, how hard is it? You climb the stairs, you turn on the light.
Hello, Jupiter Lighthouse.
Yeah, something tells me you are.
My neighbor was the lighthouse master. He moved away. Now he's in senior living, but super nice guy for many years. Neighbor Bob was the lighthouse master at Jupiter Lighthouse.
Really?
So I kind of know a little bit about lighthousing.
I think it'd just be awesome to have any job where you're called master.
Right?
That's kind of impressive. All right, and that's what you got going on in your whacked out news.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
People are sending in lots of photos of iguanas laying all over their yard this morning because it's so cold. Gets under 50 degrees. Those iguanas just come plummeting right out of the trees and off the power lines. They will start waking up, though, when it gets to 50 degrees. And it's getting there. It's 43 right now.
So don't load them in your car like that one dummy. He put like 10 in his station wagon and started driving them to go dump them, and they all woke up.
Yes.
And attacked his face.
And then they all started
Surprise.
to laugh in unison.
Well, they're a gang at that point, and you're just victim.
Surprise! Yes, they will come alive. So it is cold. This is one of those little weird snaps we get every single year. We get maybe, one or two of these?
Yeah.
But I feel like our cold snaps, our good weather is from January to about the end of April.
I feel like we've gotten more cold this year and last year because we went a little stretch without a lot of jacket weather at all.
Yeah,
The
we
last
did.
2 years has been awesome. From
I
January
agree.
to April, it's been amazing weather.
I like to have a little bit of change in seasons. It sucked when we never even got to put on a jacket or a hoodie.
They say that in Orlando, with the cold temperatures, a lot of the water parks are being shut down. Disney World and Universal Orlando have shut down their water parks. Volcano Bay and Blizzard Beach are closed through today.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to go? It's 40. When I was driving to work, that's what my car temperature said, 40.
Yeah, I didn't even know they stayed open because I know our Rapids shut down right
Yeah,
now.
Rapids is closed.
Yeah, so I think it's odd that it's even open.
Because we were trying to get on that brain drain for the year of adventure, the real year of adventure.
You may have to wait till spring
Yeah.
break.
I think it's around March, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they could Wally World it, open it up for us just for the
Well-
Yeah, they could, but there's no water in it.
It is the Kevin Ralston.
that would hurt.
Sure, you can go in the brain drain. There's no water.
Don't worry. He's going to pee himself. He's so scared. He'll slide down.
Both of us will be peeing ourselves.
Just go up there and plummet to your death.
Don't let Ralston fool you. He's shook about this thing as well.
Yeah, I don't like the heights.
If they pee and that's the only thing that comes out of them, that's good.
I don't know if I'm going to pee a whole river, though. That's the only thing. We'll see. I don't know if you saw, too, in Tallahassee, they're right now debating banning the sale and importation of iguanas. So they're trying to slow it down. I think they're probably saying, you know what, we have enough. If you need an iguana, just go out in your front yard.
Right?
I mean, they're all over the place. Why do we need to bring more in? Don't we have
Thank you.
enough?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're kind of, tearing up the environment a little bit, too, and messing with the ecosystem.
They're
and-
not natural to here.
Yeah, all that kind of good stuff that's going on out there. Also, other problems we got here in the state of Florida. It says nearly 1/3 of unprovoked shark attacks across the globe happened in Florida in 2019.
All right. Good job,
Yeah.
Florida.
64 unprovoked attacks in 2019. What are the ones that were provoked? Somebody was taunting a shark, and the shark's like going, you know what? I wasn't going to mess with you, but you're kind of taunting me.
I think when you have like those shark dives, and some people will like throw a bunch of chum in the water, and then they'll be like, oh, let's get video of the shark. I want to get real up close to it.
And in a sense, you're provoking the shark.
I mean, you're kinda asking
You're calling
for it.
attention.
You filled the water with bloody fish guts, and you're like, oh, I can't believe he bit me.
Didn't somebody here have a hookup with that? I thought you knew a shark guy.
I do. I know a whole shark dive company now from going over to the Bahamas. We have an inn. They have cages and everything. If we want to go, you let me know.
Have you ever been legit scuba diving where you had to put the contraption on and go underwater? Have you ever done that?
No, I think you have to get training for that.
You do. You have to pass the class, but it's fun if you're not claustrophobic and if you don't have a fear.
And you don't get the bends.
I like you better snorkeling.
I'm not claustrophobic though. I
I think you're better with a bath.
I could scuba.
We like you better in the tub.
I like me better in the tub. Yeah, I don't even know if I would do that. They say 21 attacks in Florida. You had 9 in Volusia County. 2 of those happened in Brevard. And they say there is one color of swimsuit you shouldn't wear when you go into the ocean. Do you know what that is?
Red.
Gray.
Okay.
I don't want to look like a seal.
Oh, I got you. No, they say yellow.
Really?
Yellow's the color of bathing suit you shouldn't wear.
Sharks love mustard.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Good. I don't look good in yellow anyway.
Yeah. And they say do not wear jewelry if you did not know.
They think it's a lure.
Barracuda, I think, will chase you down because
Yeah,
they
they
love like the shiny stuff.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they resell it on the black market.
Barracuda pawn shop.
Yes, they do. Florida is number 1. Not only just for the shark attacks, we're also number 1 for something else I don't think you would want to be number 1 for. Florida is the most stressed state in all of America. There's more stressed out people in Florida than anywhere else, which is why we should not have any kind of drinking restrictions whatsoever. You should be able to drink whatever you want. My goodness, I might just go get a vodka right now.
Or is that why things get all squirrely? Because there is too much drinking.
I mean, there's a bottle of Grey Goose. I'm looking at
Oh,
it. Right
Virginia,
there.
don't even tempt me.
If you need it, I'll be your bartender.
He's not allowed to drink that till 10 a.m. legally.
Oh, you're right. You work the buttons.
Me and you can.
Belly up.
They say there are 6 factors causing us to be so stressed here in Florida. These are the ones that they used for their survey. Commute times. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Driving around, and I got to tell you, I don't know if it's in my head. I know it's season, so I get that. But I tell you, I feel... Now, Miami-Dade, you guys have been screwed for a long time. Broward, yours hasn't been good. But Palm Beach... Is it me, or is the traffic getting crazier in Palm Beach County, too?
It is. North Lake Boulevard. I mean, I grew up in that area. I've seen North Lake Boulevard. Now, if you don't know where that's at, it's kind of, what would you say, northern Palm Beach County?
Yeah, central to northern.
It has gotten unbearable. I mean, it takes you 15 minutes to drive from... a stop sign or stoplight. It's insane.
I mean, it typically anywhere Miami-Dade's an hour. Broward's 45 minutes anymore to 30 minutes at least, and now Palm Beach is right there, at least 30 minutes to get anywhere.
But there's a lot of those roads where you are just driving a long time just to get to the next stoplight.
Yeah.
It should not take you 15 minutes. It should take you 3 minutes.
Yeah, we just don't have right now enough. Thoroughfares, where you can really zip across a county, north or south even. You got a few north-south, but even those are jammed up. Like each county needs 1 or 2 more, and especially going east-west seems to be one of the biggest problems in most counties now.
Yes.
They say unemployment, one of the 6 factors stressing out Florida, hours worked, population density, yes. And they say, at least I know Palm Beach counties was, they say in the next 10 years, a 25% increase of population.
Do they have heat on there?
They do not. That's not one of the factors. And, I don't know. It would probably have to be extreme temperatures one way or the other because we don't, necessarily, other than today, have the cold.
I just feel like sometimes in the summertime, people are running a little bit more hot, and they're squirrely and they're stressed out.
It does make you a little squirrely, but that wasn't one of the factors, and maybe that is contributing. They say the percent of the population that's uninsured is stressing out Florida, and the home price to income ratio. Hello, trying to find an affordable home anywhere?
Yeah.
Right?
Me and Denny's, we're in it, baby.
Yeah. And look how stressed you are.
Yes, I'm going to probably get into a physical fight with the next person that tells me, buying a home's not that hard.
Bam.
You want that vodka?
I don't know. I shouldn't drink when I'm in moods like this.
Okay.
I'm learning.
All right.
It's good. It's catching on, huh?
What's that like? Learning.
I don't know.
So Florida, most stressed state in America. It's followed by New Jersey, Texas, and California. And if you can see the factors I just listed off, you can see all those states pretty much suffering from the same things that Florida is: population density and traffic. Those are some of the things that absolutely drive people bonkers here throughout South Florida. Coming up in just a couple minutes, what do you think about this? Do you think you would be able to successfully date the opposite gender version of you? Do you think it would work out, or would it be the worst match ever? We'll discuss next.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
Talking about how Florida is the most stressed state in America, and big part of it is the commute times and the population density we got. Somebody said, yeah, I mean, it's what, about 6 million people between Palm Beach and Miami-Dade now. And somebody texted in and said, I work for FHV, and we work 11 counties, and Palm Beach is by far the busiest for the past couple of years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So there you go. It's starting to catch up with the neighbors to the south and other counties. So there you go. And people are agreeing that, it's the reasons why they're a little stressed out. So like I said, you know what? We should extend happy hours, I think, Virginia. Happy hours should be from about noon until 9 p.m.
I love it.
I think that's probably a good idea.
And 2-for-1s are now a law.
Right. Steps in the right direction.
BOGO beers, BOGO cocktails. Let's go.
Do you think you would be good dating the male version of Virginia?
No. We would kill each other.
Okay.
I need a peaceful, calm panda.
Yeah, I wonder that because I think it might be one of two different ways here. Either you need a yin and yang, or you think maybe, I don't know, my temper would be good. Like I would compliment myself well.
I think the majority of being with somebody, you got to have a lot of interest together. And not be so, when it comes to matters of the heart, you got to be on the same page. But yeah, I think little personality traits were one, like for example, Denny's is way calmer than me. I'm a lot more like, rah, he's way lower. But we have a lot of similarities and we have a lot of things that we get along with. Mm-hmm. Just, I think, the personality trait.
I agree. You guys are the perfect couple.
He really is. If he was a woman, yes. I would put a ring on that thing. I would.
How do you think you do with the opposite gender version of Jaybird?
Terrible. Terrible. I would hate to date me.
Yeah? Why? What do you think would be the worst parts?
So many girls send me messages or message me on Instagram. Oh my God, I am just like Jaybird. I love pizza. I love Bigfoot. I'm crazy. I'm dumb. I always say crazy stuff. I lose all my things. We'd be perfect.
So that's not even, like, a lot of that stuff I do think is good. Those kind of similarities are good. You're asking me if I would want to date someone. Right now in my life, I would not want to date me.
Really?
Yeah.
You need a calming, peaceful, sweet little hippie chick.
Because when I get excited, if I'm happy, I'm like, yeah, we're getting free pizza, woo! But if I'm upset about something, the pizza's not coming. Some people don't know how to react to that.
Oh, okay. So it's a swing in either direction.
They think I'm mad when I'm not mad, and that energy sometimes doesn't line up because I'm not mad about something, but I get excited about things.
Yeah, it's just, think about this, and it's whatever your thing, opposite or same gender. Would you be able to date you, and how successful would it be? What would you say? Both of you are saying that it would not work and it'd be a disaster. See, I think that I would be great with me.
Yeah, because you're peaceful. And I think two peaceful people can totally work it out.
In fact, I'm like going, wow, I wish I could marry me.
You would totally make it happen with a peaceful person, but
yes,
you might get bored.
I mean,
Kev likes a little spicy because he don't bring no spice.
Yeah, but yeah, I still have a little crazy. I like to do, off the wall kind of things and fun things that I often get shut down for.
Aw.
But, I'd be like, I don't know. I think we'd be adventurous. I think we'd be traveling the world, be crazy. We'd probably be broke, but,
Yeah.
It'd be fun. I don't know. Yeah. How would I do? The one thing is that if I were dating me or if I were with me, the problem would be I think sometimes maybe having enough responsibility. I think that I might find my life getting a little too loose. Sometimes I need a structured one that kind of is like, no.
Reels it in.
Yes, because I think that would be the biggest problem is I might spin out of control.
Loose Kev.
Right. I have been to the point where I've had no structure in my life. And sure, it's fun for a while until you start looking at, wow, I'm ruining my life.
You do need some structure when you're left to your own devices.
I think that is it. So right now, I think it'd be fun for a while. I think it might get scary quickly. Because we'd be like waking up in weird places, be like, wait, what are we doing? What's going on?
I feel like me would get into too many bar fights.
Yeah, so you're going into it knowing exactly what that so you know, for example, I think I have a fear of commitment. So if I was dating the female version of myself, I would know that she's got a fear of commitment. This isn't going to work out. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or will it work out and you guys just live in separate places and you date, but you never live together?
Because you're right, the female version would understand why I would want to do that.
And she would be on the same page and not be trying to lock it down and put a ring on it.
Kevin, I changed my answer. I think I want to marry myself.
I would think most people would.
Yeah, I'm breaking it down. Maybe it would work.
I think it would work great. I think being with me would be amazing. And we'd have to have a talking to and be like, okay, you can't get too crazy. You got to keep it,
Well, but you would understand that you can't get, because part of you knows you can't get too crazy.
I think I'd be going, okay, look, we need to.
But where's the governor? You need a governor.
But we would have to be. We'll look out for each other.
Self-governor.
I don't know. Could I not? That's the only concern I have. Otherwise, I think it would be massively successful.
Oh, you'd have fun.
Oh, we would have a great time.
Now, does she have hair issues like you?
Is she balding?
Because it's the same. It's the same. It's
Yeah.
the female version.
See, that's the only thing. Would I be attracted to
Or beady eyes.
the opposite gender version of me? I don't know that I would.
Or would you think she's beautiful?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, what do you think? I mean, when you're in drag, you look hot.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's been a while since I've been in drag, and I did look at myself and be like, hey, I'm pretty hot.
Okay, so does the female version of Jason have my pot belly as well, and the one misshapen nipple?
Yeah, I think so. I think you'd have to.
Oh, she sounds hot.
You'd have to deal with a lot of the same things. Because, yeah, I really work hard to try to take care of myself. I could be working out harder than I am, but I'm very good on the diet. But, yeah, I have a lot of genetic flaws running rampant in my body.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
and I would have to, whoever I would be with, I would have to deal with those genetic flaws.
People get annoyed sometimes. I'm scared of bridges, so we have to take the long way to get somewhere. But if I was dating someone that was also scared of bridges, we wouldn't get annoyed with each other. We'd understand.
You'd enjoy the ride and make it a fun time.
I'm liking the way this sounds.
Yeah.
Now he wants to date himself.
I love when we have a talk and my opinion changes during the segment.
All over the place.
You made me see the light.
You didn't want to date you, now you do want to date you. Okay, what would you say are your top genetic flaws? If you had to rank them, at least the top 3, and in order. What are your top genetic flaws? Okay. Now we'll rank our own, and then you just tell me if we got it right or not.
I'm having trouble narrowing it down to 3, Ralston.
I know. I'm at 5.
I'm at 4, and they're all important.
I think my top 3 are in the right order. In fact, I think they're all in the right order. But I've actually got 5. So I'll give you the 3 in order of my top genetic flaws. We're talking about, would you be able to date you? How would that go? I think it would be great, but then you also got to deal with the same kind of genetic flaws. It's not like all of a sudden you're gorgeous as your partner. No, you're going to be on the same level of looks. Like if you're a 5, you're with a 5. Mine would be in order. Tell me if I got this right. Top genetic flaws. 1, beady eyes.
Oh.
2.
Beady eyes. I put that as 2.
Beady eye, the right one is 1, the left one is 2.
They do deserve their own ranking.
The left one is slightly more horrifying.
I agree.
Okay, all right. So I'm changing the rankings.
Just kidding.
Beady eyes 1. I'll put them both in 1 here because I got so many other flaws to get to. I don't want to take up multiple numbers here. Hair is 2. 3 is my calves/legs. Skinny calves, not existent. They got them chicken legs. 4, a little bit of the gut. And 5, pigment.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about my pigment.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I got it right. I mean, do you have any, would you change any order? Is there something that I left out? Or did I have a really good self-assessment of my top 5 genetic flaws?
You had good self-assessment.
Yeah, you're nailing it.
Okay.
If we really had to break it down.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that.
Yeah, if I could say, if I
I
had to say the 5 things, if you were given like, hey, you have a magic wand, go whoosh, and you can change these things, those are the things that I would go for.
If you're going to be nothing else in life, at least be self-aware. And I think this is a good exercise for all of us to do. Be self-aware.
Okay. It's just fun for us. Let's get a little bit of time. Virginia, how do you rank yours?
Okay, so I think the worst thing I've got going on is that I have a tendency to hold weight in the middle, and then I have like skinny arms, skinny legs,
Okay.
0 leg definition, and everything goes right to the middle.
Okay.
Thus the multiple times I've tried to suck it all out with lipo, and it keeps coming back.
Kind of disproportioned. I think some of us have a tendency to be like funny built.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you see people at the gym. I know you're envious of them, as they have like nice calf muscles, and they have the definition spread out. Like they have good muscular tone in
Some
other
people have
places.
been blessed.
I don't have that.
Okay.
I have a big nose. I know I have a big nose. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not getting a nose job. I'm just not down with that. I have a flat butt. So my butt tends to go more wide out than it does like round out. You do have a great butt, Kevin.
Okay, yeah, I'm holding on to that.
You thank the butt gods for
Yes.
that pumpkin booty. Mm-hmm. And when I heard yours, I agree. I need the pigment thing too.
Okay.
I'm white.
Yeah. Jaybird, your top genetic flaws.
Okay.
How do you rank them in order?
Number one, probably just my body. I don't take very good. I could be way better. If I take off my shirt, it don't look great.
But genetically, I think you might be fine. I think you have great calves, and your body, it's just, if I probably.
That's cake.
Yeah, if I did the same kind of routine as you did, my body would handle it a lot worse than yours.
Okay, like Virginia, I have a very flat butt. I mean,
You
I
do.
do not. I
Okay.
have a non-existent butt.
You have a long back.
Would this work? I think I am aging terribly. I think I'm aging way worse than you and Virginia. That's genetics, isn't it?
Yeah,
it could be.
it
I mean,
is.
aging. It's a couple of things. One, it's how you take care of yourself. It's things that you can do too. So there's a little bit of a combo there. I mean, I think a lot of your aging is how you are taking care of yourself. So I would say that it's more about what you're doing to your body than necessarily what the genetics are doing to your body. And that's my own opinion when it comes to aging. So not as much. I think out of all of us, I think you got the best genetic hand. You got great hair. He's a handsome man. Look at those eyes, Virginia. Great calves. If he were in the gym and eating the same diet that I did, oh my, he'd be jacked.
This is very sweet with Kevin. He knows I'm kind of behind the sscenes on the brink of a nervous breakdown, and he's being sweet and lying to me.
I'll be quiet.
No.
I'll be quiet then.
No, bring it on.
Because I honestly, I look at him and I'm like, yeah, I think he got a great genetic hand.
I have been on this show for 16 years. I know when someone's saying something nice on the air, that ride's going to be off and done real quick. I'm waiting for you can I at least get through my list before you pile on, Virginia?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have the biggest French toast stick in the kitchen, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Inchworm.
Oh, well, let's not go that far.
Okay.
And I don't have the best looking feet either.
Oh, you are right.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of things that,
But I think of everybody here, wouldn't you say Jaybird's got the best genetic hand, Virginia?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I do not agree with that, but I appreciate it. And I don't think I see that haters. Oh, by the way, they're not that often. You've talked about it enough so they know the buttons to hit. Your nose is fine. I know you hate your nose, but do you ever look at her nose and go, "Oh, she needs a no."
From the front, it looks okay, but from the side, it's a beak.
Kevin's awfully quiet.
See,
No, it's fine. I don't notice anything. So
all he can't notice through those beady eyes.
that's it. Yeah.
It's hard to
It's
see.
weird. We were insulting her and she quickly insults me.
I mean, Kevin's got such a nice butt. If we could switch his face with the butt,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that would be boom.
I would take.
If you had to see one or the other, yeah. I think I would rather take an amazing face and a terrible butt.
But again, I'm just kidding. People think you're a handsome devil. They
Okay,
really
well,
do.
thank you.
They do.
always pick amazing face over amazing
Yeah.
butt. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Face
I mean,
is
unless
your
you're wearing assless
base.
chops every day, yes.
No, face is the most important.
Now, if our job required you to go assless all the time,
Yes, then maybe I should need to go into that.
How much hair do you have on your butt? Is it a lot? 'Cause
No. No.
Some guys have a hairy butt.
No, I don't.
I mean, my cheeks have
and I do
zero
still
hair.
body trim too.
I think everyone's got a little bit of hair on your innards, but even there, I'm pretty blessed on that.
That's
Yeah.
lucky.
Doing well.
I would take your butt, even if it had man hair on it.
Okay, and
That's
there's not
how
a lot.
nice
yeah.
it is.
Wow.
Were you asking if we had like butt beard?
Yeah, because I know some guys have that.
They do. Some guys,
Some guys have a full, like a sheath,
They have a beard on their butt.
like a little butt sweater.
Yeah.
That's rough. I'm sorry.
Well, if you notice genetic flaws we didn't, you can send those to us. We're building up all our material for the KVJ hate song later on this week. So.
Oh, yeah. I've almost got in 9 fights with people on social media today.
Yeah. Send it to us, baby.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
There are so many Hall of Fames that are completely rigged and terrible. We were just talking earlier today about the Radio Hall of Fame. They put Wendy Williams in before they put in Howard Stern.
Rigged.
Well, even the Music Hall of Fame.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That one's... So many people are saying how stupid that one is. And now artists are coming out and saying how dumb it is.
It is insane. I remember Ozzy Osbourne was one person that... I don't even know if he's still in it. He might be now. I think maybe he's in it, maybe just for Black Sabbath, but... There was something about that with Ozzy, and I can't remember if he's in now. And I don't remember seeing anything about Ozzy when I was there. I was there in Cleveland just a couple months ago, checking it out. And I don't remember anything with that. I mean,
really?
But that is a guy that a lot of people regard him as creating hard rock. Like, that is him. He is the creator of that whole genre of music that was pretty prolific for a very long time.
If he's not in it, it's not legit.
It's not, yeah, and that was just kind of it. And so you look at these, and to me, a Hall of Fame is not necessarily by who is in it, but who is not in it. We even look at the Toy Hall of Fame. We're like going, how do you have a Toy Hall of Fame and that toy that's been around and been amazing for 30 years not in it? I mean, you're not a legit Hall of Fame. If I were running one of these, I'd be going, to me, let's focus on what is not in it, sometimes rather than who. And this is another one of those, I guess, it's a Hall or Walk of Fame that I think is ridiculous and garbage. I remember once ranting about the Hollywood Walk of Fame and how it's like $15,000 and you got to be nominated by either yourself or somebody. It's like, it's so ridiculous.
It's pay to play.
It is pay to play.
Yeah. And it's not legit. And to me, it's not necessarily who has a star, but who does not have a star. And there are a lot of ridiculous people. If you ever are traipsing through Hollywood and looking down, you're like going, really? They got a star? People that don't have one right now, Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood does not have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And you're like, wait, what?
That's because he's not playing the game. He's Dirty Harry, and he's not doing that dumb stuff.
And that's just it. That's why you're like going, you cannot be legitimate. It means nothing.
Right.
If I were on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I'd be like going, this means nothing because Clint Eastwood does not have a star.
And think about who's probably picking the actors. It's probably very, very extraordinarily left-leaning, and I don't think Clint is left-leaning.
Didn't play the game?
Oh,
so it
it's
might
political.
be like literally political about your political beliefs.
But there are other people like a George Clooney that doesn't have one either. But he seems like he should be there for a star, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Robert Redford does not have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He seems like he's deserving, doesn't he?
And maybe they think, guys, it's a pay-to-play. It's kind of goofball.
Yeah.
We're serious actors. We don't want to be
We don't
involved
need it.
in this.
But going out there.
Yeah,
Robert Redford,
I don't
damn
think
it.
I don't think they care, and I don't think he does care. But for people who are making it a destination, it means nothing. It absolutely means nothing. It's complete garbage, like almost every Hall of Fame that is out there. It's complete garbage.
You're going to get an email. I was going to take my kids out there, but Kevin started bashing
No,
it.
I'm telling you, it means nothing. I mean, put it into perspective, it really means nothing. And if you want to go and look, that's all fine. First of all, Hollywood's actually not really that nice of a neighborhood in certain places.
Right
People think
there-
Hollywood, it's not Bel Air.
I stayed right there in front of the Chinese theater, though. It is kind of cool. They've cleaned it up a lot.
Okay.
Me and Mags went, and it was a big difference from when I went, even like 8 years ago.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it looks a lot better.
Do we have Palm Beach County Hall of Fame?
Not that I know of. There's a sports Hall of Fame.
Okay,
You have
but there's not-
different sports Hall of Fame.
There's not just like a you're
Swimmers
awesome.
Hall of Fame.
You're an awesome Palm Beach person.
You're awesome.
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, other people that don't have a star include Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Leo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
Julia Roberts, and Bruce Springsteen.
So there you go.
They've not done enough yet in their career to get themselves a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, again, it means nothing. All right, we got the After the Show podcast coming up here. Going to be live on YouTube in just about 15 minutes. We'll see you there on that. You can watch it on demand, too, or just get the podcast itself. You want the audio version, or you're driving around doing what you're going to do. Before we get to that, Jaybird, if you would leave us today with a lovely thought.
Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop trying to force others to.
Think about that, Virginia.
Yeah, think about it.
So deep.
So deep.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.